So if you don't have time for a long practice, I've just made a very short, I'm just going to make a very short 10-minute or so yoga practice, the abridged version of this week. So easy seat, and it's always nice to sit up on the cushion if that's not so comfortable a seat for you. So even if this is like a little rushed break in your day, the most important thing you can do is stop and breathe. And if this was the beginning and the end of your yoga practice, that is still perfect. Just to stop and to breathe. Just check in with your body, with your breath. But if you would like to do a little bit of movement, begin to move your neck. Whichever way your neck would like to move, especially if this is the halfway through the day or the end of the day, or actually even after sleep. Just moving your neck. All the messages go from the brain down through the neck, so it's great to just stretch it out, move it and relax it. So final movement each way, and bring your head to the center. Lifting your hands up onto your elbows and beginning to circle the shoulder joint. So slowly easing any creaks out of your shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades drawing apart and then coming together. One more circle. And bring the circle the opposite direction. Maybe noting one shoulder a bit different from the other shoulder. Perfectly normal. The good thing about yoga, you get to find all that out. Okay, once you've done that, elbows out to the side and reach your hands out to the side. Relax your shoulders and just let your hands just rest in space. Begin to circle the wrists and move the fingers any way your body feels. As you're ready, finishing that last movement each way, and drop your left hand down, reach your right hand up and over. If you're very mobile, you might be able to bend your elbow. Otherwise, just enjoy this stretch. Reach a little bit deeper in. And as you're ready, take the stretch the opposite way. Lightly drop your right hand down and lift your left hand over. Drop the elbow if you like. Reach a little bit more. And coming out, stopping in the middle. Bring your hands behind you, lift your heart up first, stretch your chin and round the spine. Nice and gentle when you come into forward folds, just softly around the spine. Drop the head down and see if you can lift your elbows up just a little bit. And lifting up and out. Move the pillow if you had one. Bring your hands behind you. We're lifting up into reverse tabletop, another shoulder stretch. And from here, drop the hips to heels, lift up again. Drop the hips to heels, lift up again, strengthen your legs, your glutes. One more time, hips to heels. And then begin to bring your hands forward. Bring your hands onto the ground. Take a little squat. You can open the knees, bring the heels to touch. Bring the knees forward and begin to lift your hips up and relax your head down. Beginning to bend one knee and bend the other knee. Bend your right knee and lift your left hand up. Place your hand down and bend the other knee. Lift your other hand up. And as you're ready, slowly rounding up through the spine. And just finding standing Shavasana mountain pose. And once again, just in these mini practices, take a moment. Still the body. Closing the eyes even. Blink them open. Bring your arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers. Release your index fingers. Cross the thumbs. Press the palms together. Ready to take a lateral stretch to the right. So lift up out of the waist and reaching over to the right with your fingertips. Keep everything square to the front to deepen the side stretch. Stretch a little bit deeper by pushing your hips over to the left and reach again to the right. Coming up, stop in the middle. And reaching up and over to the left. You know you've gone too far when the breath becomes too jagged. So easy breathing. And reach a little bit deeper if that feels good. Lifting up, stopping in the middle. And I'm going to lift up, just I've turned, but you don't have to. Strengthen your hips and begin to take a back bend. So lift up out of the waist, chin up, hips forward a little bit and begin to arch from the upper back first. And take a back bend. Ready to lift up out of the waist, bend the knees, separate the hands and slowly, slowly bring your hands onto the ground. Relax your head. Here, beginning to move one leg and the other. As you're ready, bend the knee. Even more, so just your whole body is resting on your bent legs. You're relaxing your head, you're relaxing your spine, you're relaxing your shoulders. Maybe you stay. Otherwise, reach your hands behind you and tuck your hands underneath your heels. And relax your head down. And pull on the heels and lift the hips up. And keep on breathing. The body and the legs are just pressed together. So it is a nice release. When you release your hands, bring your hands forward. Moving into downward dog. Step your right foot back and the left foot meets the right. In downward dog, if you widen the legs, you might even feel that a little bit easier. Otherwise, hip width distance apart. Begin to bend one knee and the other. Let the head just dangle and relax. And then center the hips. We're going to move forward into a plank. Anytime you like, just drop the knees down. You don't want to hurt your body in a strong plank. Plank is hard. So in plank, if you energize your thighs and your heels, your legs can kind of hold you in space. Keep the neck relaxed and look about 12 inches beyond your hands. If you take chaturanga, bring your weight forward, elbows in close, and as soon as you feel that little trouble in your shoulder, it's too hard, like me, drop the knees down. Slowly, slowly, we're coming all the way down. Your hands are stacked underneath your shoulders for a back strengthening cobra pose. So roll the shoulders back first. Just stretch your neck first. Relax your toes. And then energize your legs before you lift your hearts up. So in cobra pose, you're strengthening your back. There's no weight in your hands. Lift up again. A little higher even. And then slowly lower down. Just frame your elbow to palm. Turn the toes out and just rest your head for a moment. Just taking that moment of stillness. And from your belly, we're just rolling over onto your back. Bend the knees here on your back just to lengthen out the spine. Resting your lower back, drop the knees in and the toes are to the edge and hands on your belly. Once again, centering yourself. letting the breath ease down. And then lying in Shavasana. And I'm just going to stay here for 1 minute and listen to the sounds around me. If you have longer, it's so good. Just pause and be still. If you're ready to come out, just bending your knees and rolling to one side. And from the one side, coming up to a seated position. Namaste.